Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today is going to be a first impression of a new, what's new to me, a new fragrance brand called Afnan or Afnan. Apologies if I am not pronouncing that correctly. If you watched my haul, you would have seen that they had sent me a few of their fragrances. They sent me 3, but I'm only going to do a first impression of 2, and that's because the third fragrance is for men. I did actually find out it's for men, so I'm just not going to bother with that one, as in I'm not going to bother adding it into this first impression. So I'm just going to focus on these 2 right here. Super excited to try new fragrances. I'm always open to diversifying my scent palette, and I think kind of the same old like generic brands just get boring, and it's really great to kind of venture out and try different brands. So when they reached out to me, this isn't sponsored by the way, they just sent me the product. This is all my opinion. I haven't actually tried these fragrances yet, so this is why it's simply going to be a first impression. But if you would like a more in-depth review, definitely let me know and I can go ahead and do that. So this is just going to be a very kind of light-hearted first impression, see how I like it. I am going to leave some links to where you can purchase it. I did see that they were selling it in Sephora, so it's definitely like a brand that's like up there. So I didn't realize that. I thought it was only sold perhaps in the Middle East, but clearly it isn't. It is available to most of us, so I will have links in the description box down below. And again, if I'm pronouncing this wrong, just let me know, because girl, I don't know if it's Afnan or Afnan. Let's do Afnan. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Supremacy, just because the packaging, if you watch my haul, packaging is crazy gorgeous. Like, it's so incredibly luxurious. It almost looks like a book essentially. Really cool. And then it has this, and then you just slide it open, and then there you have the fragrance. Again, beautiful packaging. I think if you want to gift someone a fragrance, this is the kind of packaging that I need to be looking at. Like, this is such a perfect gift, especially with Christmas. I can't believe I'm saying Christmas. Like, the year has just started and like it's Christmas soon. Not soon, but like relatively soon. But anyway, this is like a really great gift giver just because it looks really pretty. This is the packaging. Again, gorgeous. So this is Supremacy in Oud, and I'm going to get up the notes really quickly before I smell it to see if it smells like anything like the notes. So this is considered a aromatic spicy fragrance, which already sounds just right up my alley. So it's an aromatic spicy fragrance for men and women, so unisex. Supremacy in Oud was launched in 2021, and it has top notes of saffron, nutmeg and lavender. That's really interesting because I don't think I have any fragrance from the top of my mind that has lavender in it, so it'd be really interesting if I can actually smell that. It has middle notes of agarwood, so that's the oud. I'm all about the oud. And sweet note and sweet, and then the base notes are patchouli and musk. Patchouli is one of my all-time favorite base notes, so I think hopefully I'm gonna love this. So let's take off the top and then let's give it a spray. I already have some. Oh, it smells very nutty, very nutmeggy. Yeah, I would definitely say it smells very spicy, very nutty, if that makes sense. But it's not a sweet nutty, it's like a spicy nut. I don't really get any lavender just yet, at least in the opening. To me, I feel like I smell more of the spicy notes and the nutmeg, and just slight musk. And then the main accords are actually warm spicy, fresh spicy, oud, sweet, patchouli, metallic, lavender, musky and leather. I can definitely smell, it's definitely very leathery, so if you don't like leathery type of fragrance, you will not, this is not up your alley. But if you like spicy, nutty, musky oud with patchouli, this is definitely will be your jam. It's so, I smell lots of nutmeg, almost like cinnamon nutmeg, but it's like, it's more spicy than it is sweet, which I really like, because if you watch a lot of my videos, a lot of my fragrances are sweet, and I'm trying to like diversify what I have in my collection. So this is definitely adding something different to the mix. I think as it dries down, I'm starting to smell the lavender, but it's not like it's giving me a headache lavender. It's more like a subtle lavender scent. I will say that this fragrance seems to be very strong, very like you're owning the room. You need to own the fragrance. You walk with confidence. You can't be kind of timid with this type of fragrance, because I would assume, I don't know, because this is the first time I'm actually spraying it on my skin, but I would assume that it would fill the room because it's incredibly strong, incredibly intense. And if you want that type of strong scent, I think this might be it. I think as it's slowly drying down, it's becoming more softer. It's smelling more, I wouldn't say floral, but again, it's probably the lavender, and I'm smelling more sweetness to it. I definitely can see why this could be considered a unisex fragrance, because I can see both men and women wearing this. It's not too sweet to the point where you smell overly feminine, but it's not too spicy and musky to the point where you feel overly masculine. It's just the perfect balance between the two. Really interesting. I'm super excited to try this. I think I might actually do a more in-depth review, because it'll be interesting to see how long this lasts on the skin. I would assume it's gonna last a really long time, just because most ouds, I haven't seen one oud that lasts a couple hours. Most ouds last a really long time. So that is my thoughts on Supremacy in oud. I definitely feel like this is more, for me, in my opinion, more like a classic like Arab type of fragrance. Like when I walk past somebody, especially like if I'm in Dubai or somewhere, this is kind of the scent that I usually get, in terms of like that spiciness, that nuttiness, but the warmth and creaminess of it. I just think it's so beautiful, and I'm super excited to continue trying this and see how I like it. I think it's one of those fragrances that you're only going to need maybe 1 or 2 sprays, because this feels like it's going to be like, I just sprayed this on my wrist and I can already, like, it's filling up the room because it is so strong. So far I'm already liking Supremacy in oud. I think it's such a pretty fragrance, very spicy but sweet, and I think it's definitely going to be one that I'm going to be gravitating towards. So that's the first fragrance. And then the next one that they sent was 9am Perfumes, and this I don't think is an oud. It's an eau de parfum from my understanding, and this is just how the packaging looks. So really pretty, and from the packaging I would assume it's like a very floral fragrance. So like I said, this is 9am Perfumes by Afnan, and it's an amber fragrance for women. It was launched in 2022, so relatively new. The top notes are mandarin orange, bergamot and grapefruit. The middle notes are blackcurrant and raspberry. The base notes are musk, amber and orange. Now already from this note, I can tell I'm gonna like this, because a lot of my fragrances that are in like my top 5, it has like the berries, the oranges, the raspberries, and then the musk and amber as well. Those are definitely fragrances, or sorry, notes in fragrances that I definitely gravitate towards. I'm trying to get it out of the packaging. Oh, there we go. So this I believe is the 100 ml. Yep, really pretty packaging. So let's give this a spray. Oh yeah, that's nice. It has like a freshness to it that I really like. It's like fresh but sweet. It has a really great balance. Almost citrusy as well. I definitely smell like the orange blossom. I'm not sure if it had jasmine in it, but I feel like I can smell jasmine. No, maybe it's like the grapefruit, but I can definitely smell the elements of citrusy notes in it. Almost like Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. You know, it's like a very floral feminine fragrance, but also very citrusy. I feel like that is what I get from this, with like slight musk. completely different to Supremacy. Like, they are two ends of the spectrum. They are very, very, very different from each other. For this scent, the main accords are, there's only 4, and it's amber, musky, powdery, and animalic. Girl, I don't know what that is, but definitely a gorgeous amber fragrance. Yeah, I like that. There's like a freshness to it, borderline air freshener, but it's to a point where it's not too much and giving me a headache, so I will accept that. So I do get a bit of air freshener, but I would definitely say it's very clean, very floral. I love the grapefruit, the blackcurrant. I think those are definitely fragrances that I definitely gravitate towards. Definitely a daytime scent. If we're talking day and night, this is day, this is night, in my opinion. This is very strong, overpowering. This is a lot more lighter, a lot more people friendly in comparison to this. I feel like this one you're definitely making a statement, whereas this, it's a lot more, I wouldn't say generic, but it's a lot more safer. So I really, really like that. And the packaging is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Again, I can't really talk about longevity, but I would assume, to be honest, let me not assume because I actually don't know. So I can come back to this video and then hopefully do like a more in-depth review. But I really, really like this. It's definitely giving me clean. It's giving me clean. Like, you come out of the shower, you wear this fragrance, you go to work, or you meet your friends for like a cocktail or something during the day. That's the vibe that it's giving me. Really, really pretty fragrance, actually. I like that. So they did a really good job. So far, the Afnan brand, from these 2 fragrances that I've just tried, really, really pretty, completely different fragrances. So it'll be interesting to see the other fragrances that they have in their line, because they're very, very different. I'm assuming they have ouds, and then they also have like regular eau de parfum. So really interesting. So thank you, Afnan, for sending me those products. Really do appreciate that. Like I said, this isn't sponsored, so I have no obligation to do a video. I have no obligation to give good reviews or anything like that. This is simply just a first impression, so my opinions may change as I try the fragrances more, and the fragrances kind of work with my body chemistry, and I kind of see, you know, whether it works for me or not. But so far, I give it a thumbs up. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've tried this fragrance. I'd really be interested to know if anyone else is aware of this fragrance brand, and if you have tried it, like, let me know any other fragrances in their line that you've tried and your thoughts on it. But yeah, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.